So you're in business, and in this example, what type of business you have doesn't really matter. You could clean toilets, I don't care. But let's say that you get the opportunity to bid a job for a homeowners association. What do? Let's talk about that. Good morning, everyone, and welcome. I hope everybody's having a great day. I hope you're grinding. I hope you're hustling. I hope you're getting it done. I hope you're doing what makes you happy. Why? Because I'm gonna tell you, nice guys finish last. It took me a long time to learn that, but nice guys do finish last, and it's a terrible thing to say, but you need to understand that it took me a long time, guys, and I now carry myself in such a confident way that I won't be taken advantage of. And when I say nice guys finish last, that's all across the board. That can be, you know, at your job, you're going above and beyond and you don't get recognized for it. It could be a relationship where, you know, there's let's just throw this example out there. There's two guys talking to the same woman, and obviously somebody has to win, I guess you would say. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not gonna be the nice guy. It's just, I've been the nice guy for so long, and I treated people so well for so long that the only person that was miserable was me. I made everybody around me happy, and at the end of the day, when I laid my head down, I found that I wasn't very thankful for what I had, and I just wasn't a happy person because I put all of my energy into other people, which leaves nothing left in the tank for myself or my family. So I just had to throw that in there. I hope you're doing what makes you happy. If you are new here, this is the North Country Outdoor Channel. My name is Eric. We talk about small business adventures, good, bad, or otherwise. I'm brutally honest with people. I don't hide nothing. I will tell you anything you want to know. And when you hit the subscribe button, you make up the North Country Nation. So hit the subscribe button and jump on the train with me. Okay, let's talk about doing work for a homeowners association. I'm just gonna start off and say that it takes a a certain type of person to even be part of a homeowners association, okay? Because that costs money. You have to pay to be part of a homeowners association. And they're normally higher class individuals. You're not really going to find anybody in poverty living in a gated community. Most of these people have money, and I'm going to tell you that it's the people that have money that don't want to pay. It's the stupidest thing. I've said this before. The little old lady on Social Security is going to pay you on time, but the multi-millionaire is going to try to screw you. Why? Because he didn't get there by being a schmuck. He didn't make all that money by being a schmuck. He is smart, he knows what he's doing, and he's gonna try to work the system to keep as many dollars in his pocket as he can. And I cannot blame him for that, but as a business owner, it's a pain in the ass trying to get money out of big companies. If you do work for them, you gotta deal with corporate, and just rich people in general. They don't like to pay. So what I call those type of people, and you can steal this term from me, I didn't make it up, I'm sure somebody else used it at one point in time, but I call them hoity-toities. It just works. So let me lay this picture out for you. So I live in a cul-de-sac, a circle cul-de-sac, okay? And it's on a lake, and I live on the inner circle of the cul-de-sac, all right? And you drive down my road, and just before you go around the corner, this cul-de-sac, it's a circle. It looks like a racetrack, actually, and I use it for that sometimes, to be quite honest with you. My neighbors hate me for it, but I don't care. They're hoity-toities. Anyway, you go down my road, and just before you take the corner to go this way, there's a private neighborhood that goes off that way, okay? And there's about 10 houses in there, and it is a homeowners association, and them hoity-toity people, I did some work for them last year. I'll tell you what happened. And the one guy, Dan, I know you're on my Facebook. If you're watching this, I do not have an issue with you. You were cool, but I have to tell the story because homeowners associations don't have a contractor problem. They have a people problem. It's that simple. I will never, ever, ever do work for a homeowners association again. Why? Well, I'm gonna tell you why, okay? So I bid this because I'm like, why not? It's a commercial road and it's commercial work. It's gonna pay pretty good. And guess what? My house is 50 yards away. Why am I not plowing this? Why? It's right here. It's stupid not to do it. So I go, I put in a bid, I win the bid obviously because I'm awesome, and I start doing the work for these people, and it was just one thing after another. You guys are not gonna believe what I'm about to tell you. So basically people would call me and they would be mad because you gotta understand, you're plowing a road, right? The snow is either gonna go to the left side of the road or it's gonna go to the right side of the road. And you guys are watching me, so that's backwards, I'm sorry. This would be the right, this would be the left. So it just depends on which way you wanna go with it. Now me, personally, I chose to take the snow to the side that had the least amount of driveways. It just made sense to me. Why would you want to go and shoot it into a bunch of people's driveways when you could shoot it into 2 people's driveways? So that's what I did. I chose the lesser of 2 evils, I guess, and then my phone would ring and these people would be pissed off because I put snow in the end of their driveway, and they would tell me that they don't want me to push the snow that way anymore. They want me to go the other way with it. So I'm like, the nice guy that I am, I'm like, okay, I'll try that. So I go the other way with it. Now I got these hoity-toities calling me pissed off. You just can't win, okay? So then it was like a set. I told him, I said, here's the deal. I'm gonna be here in the middle of the night. That's when I can fit you into my route. That's the way it is. So I'm plowing in the middle of the night. The people are calling me pissed because I'm waking them up, okay? The hoity-toities need their beauty sleep. I'm gonna tell you that right now. They are not nice people. So now I'm like, what do I do? I got the left side pissed at me. I got the right side pissed at me. I'm waking people up. Everybody's pissed at me. Everybody hates me. And this went on, and then there was another guy that said that I couldn't put snow his way because he had a septic tank right there. And I'm just like, dude, shut the F up. Snow isn't gonna hurt your septic tank, and it's not that close to the friggin' road anyways. I'm not an idiot. So that was a whole nother situation. And then they fired me. They fired me. I got fired. I'm not ashamed of it because it wasn't my fault. I just got done telling you these people are hoity-toities, and you cannot work with these people. It's absolutely horrible. So guess what? They fire me. They hire back the old company that they had, which I know the guy because it's a small town, and the guy didn't even want to take it back. The company did not want to take it back. I talked on the phone with him, and he told me the same thing that I told him. They got a people problem over there. You know, I don't want to take it back, but it was a situation where they were desperate. So as a good business owner, he kind of took advantage of that a little bit and raised the price. Like, hey, if you want me to come back to you guys, this is I told you so moment, and now you're gonna pay a little more for it. So they hire this other company, and this other company comes in and takes a payloader in there, which I just did it with my pickup, and they started pushing back all my banks. They pushed them back, right? Which is fine, but, and I'm not blaming this company for this. I was more upset with the homeowners association. So they go and they do all of that, and then I forgot to tell you too that the person in charge of the snow removal changed hands like 2 or 3 different times through that winter season. So, you know, one month I'm talking to this person about what I need to talk about, and the next month I'm talking to somebody else. Well, the guy that was in charge, who's actually really cool, he's the only cool one in there, the guy that was in charge was actually out of town. And these people, these hoity-toities, had a meeting with him out of town, and they collectively agreed that we need to fire North Country. So they called me up and said, hey, you're done. You know, we fired you. So then the guy comes back home, finds out all this hogwash, that they had fired me, that they had went out and they had hired somebody else, that they had breached my contract because You know, the thing is, guys, is you have to understand that, yes, I had a contract with them. That was my snowplow account for the whole season. But they were a pain in my ass, and I just didn't want to deal with them anymore. So I didn't fight the contract saying that this is a breach of contract or anything like that. I was just like, I want to wipe my hands clean of this situation. These people need help. Like, I can't deal with this. So I just let it go. And then the guy came back home, called me over to his house. We had a pretty long meeting, read a lot of text messages to him from the people that they had texted me upset, and he had said, you know what, this is your account. They didn't have any right to fire you. I want you to come back. So of course, you know, I had conditions because it just wasn't working the way that it was going. And so we made the condition that these hoity-toities in this neighborhood are not allowed to contact me directly. They need to go through the person that's in charge of the homeowners association, and then, you know, he will contact me if there's any issues. We need to delete the middleman and not customers, but the people living in this gated community. You know, there's channels that people need to go through to get done what they want done. And contacting me directly and telling me that, hey, you need to come back to my house and you need to clean out the snow that you put in the end of my driveway, that's bullshit, guys. Does the county care when they drive past my house and they angle their blade towards my driveway? Does the county really freaking care? No, they're there to do a job, and it's my responsibility to clean the end of my driveway. You guys have to understand that I'm plowing a road here, and the snow has to go somewhere. These people suck. So then they started contacting me directly again. I got upset. I quit taking good care of them just to prove a point. It would snow. I wouldn't show up. They'd be pissed. You know, it was just a back and forth thing because guess what? Nice guys finish last. We just talked about that. You know, I'm not going to get taken advantage of, and you shouldn't either. So then spring comes around, and these f***ers call me, and they said that I tore up people's lawns. And I'm like, I never drove on anybody's lawns, okay? So let's get something straight right now. I never left the blacktop. What had happened, again, I'm not mad at this company, but the company that they hired when they fired me brought in their loader, and when they pushed all the banks back, they tore people's grass up, okay? And then they hired me back, and then they tried to put that on me, and I had never had a loader in there ever. I only used a pickup. I never went off the blacktop, ever. It's just something that I didn't need to do. At some point, maybe the banks would need pushback, but at the point that I got fired, I hadn't done that yet. So this company tears up all these people's lawns, and they want me to fix it. And as you can imagine, I told them to get f***ed, because I'm not gonna fix somebody else's mistake. That's stupid. Why would you do that? So basically, after I told them to get lost, I'm not fixing it, I didn't do this problem. You wanna know what I did? Oh, this is so savage. This is the way that this is what I have become, is just, I don't care. I can lose an account. You know what? I'll go find a better one tomorrow. You can badmouth North Country, you can badmouth whatever you want, but at the end of the day, I didn't do anything wrong. You guys got a people problem. You're never gonna find a good plow guy because it's a disaster over there, and nobody can get along and nobody can agree. So the savage thing that I did is I sent them an estimate to fix their grass. They wanted me to do it for free, and I was just being a smart ass, and I wrote up an estimate and I sent it to them. Let's just say that I didn't get the opportunity to bid that again this year, nor would I wanted to, because it was a pain in my ass. And let's just say that I didn't end up fixing the grass because I held my ground. You know, 4 years ago, I would have got on my knees and I would have begged them to keep that account, and I would have went out and I would have spent money out of pocket to get the dirt, to bring the tractor in there, to pay the guys and the grass and get all that back nice again. You know, that would have ended up costing me you know, $1,500 just in all sorts of labor and, you know, materials and all that stuff, and I just wasn't gonna do it because I wasn't, okay? So I didn't get that account back. All I'm trying to tell you guys is homeowners associations, they're rich people, they're hoity-toities. I'm not saying that they're all gonna be the same, but I'm gonna tell you right now that you're gonna probably have issues with those types of people, and I would steer clear of those types of people. Those types of accounts, I do not recommend. You know, your mileage may vary and you may disagree with me, and that's okay. That's the beauty of the First Amendment and the freedom of speech. That's the beauty of that. Is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed the story of me sticking to my guns and not getting taken advantage of. Just remember, guys, nice guys finish last. But if you got taken advantage of today, if today sucked, I am sorry, guys. But the good news is tomorrow is a new day. Get up tomorrow, be a savage, grind and hustle, don't get taken advantage of, don't be nice. I'm not saying be an overboard asshole, because that doesn't really work either. You gotta find the happy medium. But tomorrow is a new day. Be creative and own it. You are beautiful, you are amazing, I freaking love you, and I'll see you next time.